got down there walking, you could see that the club was really like packed. There
was a lot of people
there.
So they back to the club really, this far too.
Crowded in here. You could kind of see who and who was in the club. So we went to the bathroom. I went right back to my spot. In no time, a bunch of people start ascending up the staircase from the dance floor and coming into what would be the corridor between where I was standing on one side and where the bar was and a bunch of other people were standing, where Scar was standing.
Okay.
That walkway led to the front door. And whenever celebrities or someone notable is making their way through the club, you know how it is. They have the main people, they have the entourage, the security or whatever, the hangers on, and everybody who wants to be adjacent to them. And so that's what happened. All those people trying to be adjacent, like, oh, where they going? Let me walk where they walking. Jumped on too. So it was it swole. That little walkway swole with people. As they were ascending the stairs, Shine's song was on, it was going off, and Black Rob's song, Whoa, was coming on. So that little intro, like, that instrumentation, and so people were like, it was a current song at the time, it was popping, people were feeling themselves, and they started, posturing and bravado, and everybody was hyped. As they came through with that kind of mentality, they bumped into Scar's back. Now, Scar's back was to the walkway, so he couldn't see who was coming. He was facing the bar, his back was to the walkway. As they came through, they pushed him, and his drink went in his face.
Oh.
So like anybody, if somebody pushes you from the back, he elbowed back, like, get off of me. When he elbowed back, they tried to push. And so it made the whole crowd start swaying. And that's when they got into this whole interaction, like, yo, he apparently, I don't know all the details in that, but I know, I didn't know them firsthand at the time. I do know them now.
Ow, okay.
He tried to say something to him or whatever, and then they said whatever they said, and then one of the guys that was with Scar, apparently Puffy gestured in some type of way that they didn't like, and one of the guys that was with Scar slapped him in the face with a wad of money.
Oh.
It was like the young guys are now doing that little phone brick thing. Well, he had this wad of money in his hand for whatever reason, because I wasn't standing near them, I was across. But all I know is I saw when he swung and slapped, and money was raining through the sky.
Wow.
And falling to the floor. Everybody started trying to run and pick up money.
Pick up the body.
It was just craziness. It was lights, action, camera, people scurrying for money, trying to catch money out of the sky, and that melee was still taking place. Now, when I saw that, I turned around to my friend, and I was like, uh-oh, it's getting crazy in here. You see this? And never in a million years did I think it would escalate to a shooting. I thought it was male bravado. It was cold as ice outside, so I had no reason to believe it would get to that. But in no time, one thing led to another. The money was falling down, and then I see Shine. I hear the raised voices, and I see Shine and Puffy start backing back. Now, we don't all watch the Hood movie or whatever. We know what it looks like when people are backing back and reaching from their hip to pull. So as they were backing back, they were drawing from their hip, and I turned to tell my friend, like, ooh, girl, watch out. Oh, my God. Because there was really nowhere for me to go. Where I was standing, there was a wrought iron metal rail to my back. I couldn't go. There was a drop over that. In fact, one of my friends fell over it onto the dance floor after everything happened. There was nowhere for me to go. And so as they were going back, they were backing back, like literally walking backwards towards the door, drawing from their hip. I told my friend, I said, oh my God, watch out. As I turned back to look at them, I watched them, bow, bow. Both of them fired, and the muzzle flash was like, psh, psh. Shine's muzzle flash was a little higher. He was on the side closest to the bar. Puffy's muzzle flash was a little lower, and he was on the side closest to where I was, straight ahead from me. I watched them both fire their guns. I watched them. I got hit right here, in my nose, in between my eyes, which means I'm facing directly at you. Just like I'm looking at you, and I can tell you got on black shades. They kind of look like Cazelles and an Adidas shirt. That's exactly how I was looking at him. And I watched him shoot me. So, not to digress, it always bugs me when people say, how can you be sure?
You know what you say.
your man is lying to you, or when your woman is lying to you, or the same way you're sure when you ask your kids a question and they do that little thing they do when they're not being honest and you know they're telling a story.
Oh,
I'm that sure.
That's sad.
We know people that we love. We know people's tells or body language or whatever. The same way you're sure that I have on a green shirt, I'm certain that he shot me.
Wow.
Now, was he aiming at me? Was I the object of his fire? Absolutely not. I should not have been, because I didn't do anything to him.